What you're about to watch is a clip from my BrandLytics training where I get together with entrepreneurs, thought leaders who want to build their brand using YouTube and making data-driven decisions to blow up their brand this year. Enjoy. All right, welcome everybody. We are talking about YouTube titles today in this session. I'm super excited. This is really important because you spend so much time, making a video that we want to make sure we're picking the right videos and the ones that can actually get us some views. We spend so much time on the content. I know some of you guys are the actual content creator and some of you are representing the content creator. You're on the team of the content creator. So the creator's time is always the number one asset and the hardest thing to get in front of the camera to actually go and make. So picking good titles is going to make a really, really big difference. So don't focus on search. And this is where what I talk about, I guess, is a lot different than most of the YouTube experts or tools or software. Search is not the game on YouTube. So most views don't happen from search. Most views will happen from what's being recommended, especially as YouTube's gotten better with their recommendation engine. Most of the views of your channel should be coming from suggested and browse. And suggested is what's showing up against other videos, and browse is what's showing up typically from somebody's homepage when they're scrolling through. That's where most views happen. It's not from search. Even if you think about your own experience with search, you might search for something, and there is a lot that's happening in search, right? YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world after Google. So it's not that search is nothing, but what usually happens is people will search, they'll watch one video, whatever shows up in the search results, and then based on what's being recommended, people don't usually go back to the search page and search again. They'll just dive down YouTube's recommendations. So they watch one video from search and then they'll watch 5, 6, 7, 8 more from what's being recommended on that same topic. So the ultimate game, how the channels are getting millions and millions of subscribers, it's not coming from search for the most part. I'll get into one exception. It's coming from the videos that are being recommended by YouTube. So the game that we want to play, if we really want to turbocharge our YouTube growth, is not showing up in search. It's showing up against the videos that are already doing well. That becomes the big game. And so it's nothing wrong if search is a big component of your traffic. It's just playing the small game. If 30% of the views on YouTube come from search, you could try to optimize for that, but why not optimize for where most of the views are actually coming from? So Greg, I don't know if you meant actually, search for search or just really trying to figure out how to get more views on the video. But I think a lot of people think about this, like, how do I show up in search? It's the default way. And I think a lot of the tools are training you to think search first. It's just not the big game of how to actually blow up your YouTube channel.
Yeah, that was exactly why I asked the question that way.
Perfect. So don't do it.
Got it.
But I'll talk why, and I'll share some examples. That's why we're here. So here are some three examples from different size channels that I have. And this is the past 28 days. This is up to date. Like I looked at this last night, the past 28 days, what percentage of my traffic comes from search? And you can see it ranges from 7% to 15% or 14.9%. So it's still significant, but it's not the big game. And so, obviously my main channel is here, but then I tried to pull a smaller channel. It's just a little more reachable for you guys. Search is just not the main thing we want to be optimizing around. Just here's an example I pulled from last night, best entrepreneur habits, the number one video that shows up has got 8,000 views on it, 9,000 views on it, has 240 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter showing up for best entrepreneur habits. This is who cares? Like our goal is not, so yippee, he's number one for this search term, but he's not getting tons of views on this video. When it is interesting is you look down here, you see Brian Tracy, he's got this video, 4.9 million views with 1 million subscribers. This is a really good video. Now it doesn't even have the same keywords. I guess habits is there, daily habits of successful people, Brian Tracy, but I put it best entrepreneur habits in. What we should be doing is trying to figure out how do we show up after a big video like this. So Greg, I don't know too much about your channel yet or what you do, but we can dive in a little bit more. You think about what are the keywords that you would think about ranking for, and instead of that, look at the videos that are doing well already, and the game becomes how do I rank after them. So this is an exercise I usually go through with somebody new. I'd look at, for myself, best entrepreneur habits. That should align with my channel and what I talk about. Maybe not for Greg if he's doing kind of outdoors stuff, but it would for me. So I really should make a video called Daily Habits of Successful People, because my goal would be to rank after Brian Tracy's video. I could make a video called Best Entrepreneur Habits, but it's not a great term. I could make a video 10 Habits of Successful Entrepreneurs, how to win in business and life, but this video is not doing super well. I want to make the video called Daily Habits of Successful People. This is a video that I should make. I should send this to my team and say, guys, let's make this video. We might have already done it, but that'd be a good video for my niche to make. Because the game then becomes, once people watch this Brian Tracy video, this is where we want to show up. This is where all the views are coming from, suggested, right? And if I go back to my homepage, then that would be browse. So when somebody's watching this, most people will not go back. They don't click back on their browser or in their phone. They don't click back to go back to this page, to go back to the search results. They start consuming this, and YouTube's become the master at bringing up videos that they think you're going to care about that relate to the topic. So I type this in. The #1 video is another Brian Tracy speech. #2 is Evan Carmichael. That's great. I'm happy to see that. And then some, other videos here. And so this becomes our game. It's like, how people are watching this video. How do I rank against this video? That becomes a big game for all of your niches. When you were looking at vidIQ as should I use this? This is my favorite feature of vidIQ, is it shows you on the search page how many subscribers each channel has. So if I typed in the best way to deal with hate, as an example, you could see some of the videos that show up. And what we want to do is look for videos that have more views than subscribers. So this one has 560,000 views, 1.4 million subscribers. So that's an okay video for them, but it's not fantastic. This one, 2.2 million views, 640,000 subscribers. That's a really good video for them. 989,000 views, 375,000 subscribers. That's a really good video for them. So if I had a channel talking about dealing with hate, like if that fit into my niche somehow, I would not want to make a video called Dealing with Haters. I would want to make a video called How to Ignore People. You suck, I don't care. Like that thumbnail. Yeah, How to Ignore People should be a video that I make. And 3 reasons why people hate you. It could be another video that I make. Now, these are still fairly sizable channels. I mean, for some of the people in this group, that's where they're at. And for some of you, you're way smaller than this. That's totally fine. If you keep scrolling down on the page, you'll find videos from channels that maybe have 1,000 subscribers and have 50,000 views. It doesn't have to be 2.2 million views. If you have 1,000 subscribers and 50,000 views on a video, that's a really, really, really good video. That's a breakthrough video. So this strategy scales. It works for big channels. It works for small channels. The key is going through what are some keywords that you think you want to make a video on, and then seeing what people are actually making videos on, and how can we retitle some of our videos to work in this, or how can we design something brand new that fits this theme? So it falls into 2 camps. One is, how do we optimize existing videos? You've already recorded them. You've already made them. They're already up there. We've already spent all this time and energy and editing and all this stuff. How do we optimize our videos better? This is how you do it. If we can retitle one of our old videos, How to Ignore People, it has a good chance of doing better. Now, the video actually has to be about that topic, right? Like, huge caveats. If you're titling it something and then the video has nothing to do with that theme, or it's way off, or it's buried deep inside, it's not going to help you too much, because YouTube also cares about, are people watching your video? So if I call my video How to Ignore People and it's Greg's outdoor video, it has nothing to do with ignoring people, then it's not going to work, right? But how can you better retitle your old videos? And then how can you plan for new videos that would fit this model, to say, okay, I'm going to make a new video called How to Ignore People. And it might be fun to dive in after with some examples, just so you can see. Here is the exception. When you don't want subscribers. There are some channels where the goal is not subscribers. I don't think it's anybody in this group. Your goal is you want subscribers. You want to build a following. You want to build people you can then sell some stuff to. You want to build your brand. You want people watching your next video. In extreme utility channels, that's not the case. So the search term I used here was how to unclog a toilet. And so here are the examples, right? This guy got 1.7 million views on how to unclog a toilet in 3 different ways. And this guy got 2.7 million views, how to unclog a toilet with hot water and dish soap, DIY, save money before calling a plumber. So you could see they've got massive amounts of views on these videos with very few subscribers, right? 1.7 million views, 17,000 subscribers, 2.7 million views, 19,000 subscribers. These are runaway breakthrough videos for these guys. But their goal is not to get subscribers. You're probably not going to subscribe to a how to unclog a toilet channel. It's pure utility. Like you might, but it's pure utility. It's like I got my answer and I'm out. Where for most of you, you know, if I watch a negotiation video from Pablo, hopefully I want to see other negotiation videos. I want to continue to improve myself in my negotiation. I care about Pablo's next book review on negotiation, right? We're trying to get subscribers. So this is the extreme case where search really matters. Their only game is search. We want to be showing up #1 for how to unclog a toilet, right? And you don't care about subscribers. And some people, this is a great business model. It's just not usually for thought leaders or the people in this group. If this is you, we can dive deeper into that. But for the most part, it's not. If you want to see this full video, as well as train live with me twice a month to blow up your brand, join the BrandLytics training program. There's a link to join right there next to me. Continue to believe. I'll see you there.